Okay. Car meditation complete. Day 74, I think. So I'm gonna go over why. I know people who are watching this are like, why is she crying? What's wrong? Nothing is wrong. I'm not sad. I'm also not like, I'm not so happy that I'm crying because I'm so touched. It's nothing like that. When I meditate, and you might experience this too if you do this, when I meditate, I get to this place of, between the thoughts, there's this space. It's like going before and beyond mind and body, remembering who you really are, what you really are. It's that right there. And it's not, oh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. There's no emotion. It's not emotion. It's not good or bad. It's not joy or sadness. It's like touching the soul or something, or consciousness, and being in that. And then for some reason my eyes leak. That's it. Maybe it's consciousness smiling, maybe it's my soul smiling, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but that's what happens, and my eyes just leak. But there's no like emotion really tied to it. And I tried to explain this to people, and it's hard to explain, but that's what's happening. Also, I wanted to talk about the numbers that I keep seeing. I keep seeing like, and I've been seeing them for months now. It started like back in May of 2023, and it hasn't stopped. Like 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, like it just repeated numbers. I know some people are like, oh, that's just coincidence, but it's different. It's almost like since experiencing something beyond, or touching that space more often, some would say, I know, like, oh, it means you're, connected, or the universe is saying hi, or you're on the right path, or all of these things. I think, what if it's just like you're seeing everything for what it really is? Like you've cracked the code, like almost like the Matrix. Like you're like, oh, it's like everything is a sequence of numbers anyways. And like when you think about like the Fibonacci code or whatever, everything follows a code. And what if like connecting to spirituality is just cracking the code? And in cracking the code, you're like, oh yeah, 111, 222, 3, that sort of thing. I don't know, just a thought. Yeah, a lot of cool things. Someone also asked me if, when I perform songs of mine that were written out of trauma and can be like triggering, if I like re-experience that trauma or triggering. And I would say that like in the past, when I'd perform those songs, like my song Do You Dare, for instance, or Gingerbread Man is another one, I may have, like, it would kind of almost like repeat an emotion, or not repeat, but like kind of bring up an emotion, and it would be really heavy and difficult. But not anymore. Now it's more of just like, this thing is not for me or to me. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it's something that I think was necessary to create, and I think it's necessary to perform, because I think it's helpful to those in that space and working through it at a particular time. I also feel partial to doing them because it's a part of my journey, and I want to share all of those pieces, all of it, what's considered good or bad, all of it I think is important. but I don't feel triggered by it. In fact, I feel empowered by performing them. I feel like, fuck yeah, I wrote a song out of some bullshit that happened to me. I wrote a song and now I'm gonna perform it. It feels more from a place of like ownership and I don't know. It's just, I'm not consumed by it anymore. I'm more like witnessing whatever it was, but I don't feel taken away by any trauma. I feel empowered to perform it, especially if it can be helpful to someone, you know? So yeah, that's all I got today. Meditate. Do it. Keep going. Mwah.